Good morning, students. Good morning, 11th students. In chapter number 4, chemical bonding and MO theory, up to part 1, part 2, part 3, I completed and I taught you octet rules up to octet drawbacks of the octet theory. Now we are starting our new topic. Yesterday I showed you covalent bond. Now I am teaching you ionic or electrovalent bond. Okay, students? Part 4, Chemical Bonding, MO Theory, Ionic or Electrovalent Bond. Formation of ionic bond depend upon the ease of formation of positive and negative ions from the respective neutral atom. Okay. Already in lesson number 3 also you are knowing how the positive and negative charges are coming. The arrangements of positive and negative ions in the solid, that is the lattice of the crystalline compound. Okay. Now the formation of positive ion. The formation of positive ion involves ionization, that is removal of electron. You are knowing group 1, 2, 3. Easily they will lose the electron from outermost orbit, because in group first, in group 2 and group 3 easily they can lose rather than gaining. Up to carbon I taught you earlier also in lesson number 2 and in lesson number 3. Moreover, we are knowing now the neutral atom and that of negative ion involves the addition of electrons. Last group, group 7th, hello group, then 6th group I taught you oxygen, then nitrogen. They are gaining rather than losing. Okay, so M gaseous, any metal, they are called metallic, they easily lose. That is called the ionization enthalpy, easy to lose the electron. The energy which we have to supply from this solid to turn into electron, turn into positive ion, is called the ionization enthalpy. Okay, in detail you are knowing now, but I am teaching you in the covalent in ionic factor. X plus electron, X negative, that is called the electron gain enthalpy. Now this positive and this negative combinedly they are giving the solid. Now thus the electron gain enthalpy delta EGH is the enthalpy change. Okay, in chapter 3 earlier we discussed nicely, when a gas phase atom in the ground state gains an electron, the electron gain process may be exothermic or endothermic. Means we can supply the energy or the energy can be released thoroughly. Endothermic and exothermic means energy released and endothermic means energy supply. Now the ionization is always endothermic. Okay, electron affinity is the negative or energy change by electron gain. Now again I will shortly showed you that ionization bond is possible in between with low IOP, means group first, second and third elements. The metals, the elements that have the low IP, easily they can lose the electron, and between high electron gain enthalpy, means possible between which they easily attract the electron. Now ionic compounds, cations derived from metallic elements, that is anions from non-metallic. Aage wale in period first they are called the metals and here they are called the non-metals. So they are anions and they are cations. The ammonium ion made up of the non-metallic elements, that is exception. How? Ionic compounds in crystalline state have three-dimensional of arrangements of cations and anions held together by Coulombic interactive energies. Okay, they crystallized in different crystals structures determined by the size of ions, their packing arrangements and other factors. Okay, now in ionic solids the sum of electron gain enthalpy and ionization energy may be positive, but still the crystal get stabilized due to energy released in the formation of crystal lattice. Okay, for example I am teaching you NaCl. First of all you see this structure, Na positive, Cl negative. This one is Cl negative, Na positive. This positive and negative are held together by a Coulombic attractive forces, and they forms the NaCl, means rock salt structure. In this way they are forming the structure together by a Coulombic attractive energy. These compounds crystallize their packing arrangements. The crystal structure sodium chloride, it is here. Now in ionic solid I am teaching you this part in a short way. For example, in NaCl, ionization energy for Na gas formation from Na to Na plus electron, this energy we have to supply, formation from this kilojoule, okay. Plus means endothermic. Electron gain enthalpy, the release, minus means they are going to release. Now we have to do the sum of this and this you add, then the crystal lattice formation energy is called, the sum of 2's 147 is coming, 147, okay, is more than by the enthalpy formation, enthalpy of lattice formation of NaCl solid, this, okay. So energy released is more than energy absorbed. So stability of ionic compound is given by its enthalpy of lattice formation, not by the achieving octet of electrons around the ionic species in gaseous state, okay, not by the octet. See sodium 2 8, and if losing, so it is not measured by the octet state. Lattice enthalpy play a key role in formation of ionic compounds. Now see, I showed you this up to here only. So formation. Now what is lattice enthalpy? As the energy required to complete to separate 1 mole of a solid ionic compound into gaseous, lattice enthalpy is NaCl. Earlier I showed you 788, means energy required to separate 1 mole of solid into 1 mole of Na plus Cl. See, here is the crystal formation. We have to separate the ions from 1 mole to N ion, Na plus and Cl minus. This process involves both the attractive forces between ions of opposite charges and repulsion between ions of like charges, means 2 Na. So they are having repulsive forces. 2 Cl means repulsive forces. But the positive and negative ion, they are having attractive. So that we have to separate them. Okay. So for separation of this, we have to supply this 788. But for the formation, I told you how much energy? 147. For the formation, energy is released, that is sum of these two energies. So this energy is this, okay. But to separate this, that is called this. Now how this process involves both the attractive forces between ions of opposite charges. I showed you ions of oppositive charges, attractive forces, repulsive between these. The solid crystal being three-dimensional, it is not possible to calculate lattice enthalpy directly from the interaction of forces of attraction and repulsion only, but other factors are also depending on the crystal geometry have to be included. So we have to learn. See, we made this NaCl on the basis of this. But now what is the lattice enthalpy? We have to separate this crystal into separate ions. So it doesn't depends on the only attractive and repulsive forces, but on the other factors also. That in the next chapter, next topic, in the next lecture, I will show you what are the other factors. The bond parameters, first of all, I will teach you. In bond parameters, we will learn bond length, then bond angle, bond enthalpy, bond order in a very systematic way, okay, then resonance structure, then polarity of bonds. So many factors are there. Slowly we will learn by one. Okay, so today I taught you, earlier I taught you covalent bond. In this I taught you ionic bond, electrovalent bond, how this covalent completely losing and gaining of an electron, and how the crystal forming and the enthalpy for formation of crystal is going to release by this ionization enthalpy and electron gain enthalpy. that is the difference sum of. But how to separate the crystal into ions, that is called the lattice enthalpy, means how much force we have to apply, and it doesn't depend only on the attractive and repulsive forces, but for other parameters also we will learn one by one. So in 4.2 I taught you ionic or covalent bond and crystal lattice enthalpy. Now 4.2 I have completed. Now we are starting our next topic, that is 4.3 bond parameters. Okay students, I hope you should follow with me.